Hello, my fellow realtors. You hear the reports? Maybe it's not true in your area, but real estate is down and coming lower, according to predictions, maybe the experts. But in your area, maybe it's different. All real estate is local, is what they say, but the economy is national. So if things are down, it's going to affect us some way. So get ready for it. You need to make more money off of each transaction. We're going to show you 3 ways that you can either maintain or increase your commission income of what we teach you today. And it's going to be 3 new methods, not new ideas, but new methods to get this done. All right, the first one is buyer's agency agreement, where the buyer's going to pay you the commission. Oh, I know. It's hard to get them to accept it. The seller won't pay the cost when they see it on there. All the excuses that I've used, and maybe you have too. But we're going to show you how to actually get paid there. And the reason that you need to always use a buyer's agency agreement with your buyers, your prospects, let's say. So I'm going to share my screen here with you. Hopefully, we're going to share. That says share. All right, there I am up there. So we're going to go down here. I'm going to show you a tool that you're going to get for free. You're going to download it. You're going to go to textcatcher.com and you can download this tool, and I recommend you using it. And I'm going to show you how to word your buyer's agency agreement so that you can get this done. See, it's easier to get more money out of a current prospect than it is to go out there in the wilderness searching for another prospect. Make the most, and you're going to earn it because you're going to be the professional here. You deserve this. So we're going to go here and bring this up. Okay, I hope you can see this. So we're going to just say a $300,000 sales price. This is an FHA loan. Many of you can do the same thing with conventional, but the closing cost limit is less. You can get up to 3% on conventional. If you have a VA, you can do the same thing, 4% there. So we're going to say that this is only 2%. So you're going to have another percent that you can use on an FHA, conventional, and you're going to have another 2% that you can use. So let's say you want to make an extra $6,000 on your buyer's agency fee. You get that agreement, you get it signed. You can tell them that we are going to get this from the seller. And it's going to be worth it, but I have to have a commitment. My time is valuable, and I know yours is too, but I'm going to work with you, and I'm going to find you the best house. I'm going to negotiate you. I'm going to represent you only. This is going to be a buyer's agency agreement, and you and I have an agreement that I'm going to do the best I can to find you the best house, the one that you want, and then we're going to fight like heck to get you the best price. And we may like the seller, but it's not my job to protect the seller. That's the other agent's job. I'm going to protect you, and we're going to use all these tools here. So here it is. We're going to say 6% rate. You put the rate here. Let's go to 6.5, just to show you how this works. 6.5%. Boom. See everything change? Wow. You got your payment, and you put the taxes in here. We just put $1,200 and $2,000 on the property tax and homeowners insurance. So there's your monthly payment. That needs to be about 30% of their total income. So they need to make $6,000 a month or better, $72,000 a year here. And there's some other ratios that you use for debt too. You need to find out about that. Now here's the second part of this that you can use if you really want to get into it. Let's go right here. There we go. I don't know what happened there, but anyway, you can figure their monthly debt, anything under 10 months. If it's a low enough payment, maybe $100 or so, you don't need to count. These are just some rules that I used in my mortgage business. I had 5 mortgage companies in 2 states, and we taught this to realtors, how to make money. They actually got 2 checks. The law changed. Then 2008 came. We lost them. We were set up with Chase. Anyway, it's a long story. Jamie Dimon kind of blamed it on the brokers. I never did a single bad loan. he said 60% of the bad loans were done by brokers, but 70% of the total business. So we actually did a 10% better job than our own people. But when you get 25 billion and you want to keep all of it, what you do is fire everybody. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's what happens. So, but we don't worry. We go on. We do different things. We concentrate more on real estate. So that's the way you have to do it. You got to roll with the punches. So now we don't want to make it so hard that the seller, is paying so much money, but they're going to get 300,000. So the seller minimum contribution here is $14,975. $14,975. Well, they're paying $18,000 here. So we've got the seller paid called buyer's agency right here, and closing costs paid by the seller. I'm going to go over here. We don't need that. We've got 3% of 309,000. We really don't need all of that. Buyer's agency fee. So we're going to go over here and have the seller pay the rest of that. So we're going to say we can get in here. Seller agency fee. Let's see, we got 300,000. We want to get in for 3.5%. So that's 95, 14 silver minimum payment. So 14,975 here. Total closing cost, title policy. Go here to buyer's agency fee. We want the seller to pay, let's say 13. Let's see, we got 15. Your own commission, so we only got 1,300 here. So we could pay 9,000. Let's just say 9,000 more here. 9,000. Boom. All right. And we're going to say due from the seller is 9,000. Okay, 16,000 there. We got a seller's concession of 9,000. So let's go on up. We had they can pay up to 14, but we want to get them in at 3.5. So the minimum investment is 10,500. We got them at 16. So we're going to have to go up here a little bit. So we're going to go 10,000. There we go. All right, 15,000. Minimum down payment, 10,500. We wanted to pay everything, so seller 10,500. So we're going to go to 15,000 here. 15,000. All right, so that'll get us in 15,000 on the seller's concession. 15,000. They still net a 240 here, and we may have to negotiate a little bit on this. So we're going to go up. See, 3%. Yeah, that's 6,000. So you're going to make 6,000 more here on 300,000. So that's 2%. That's good. So you'll make extra 6,000 on your commission. But you're going to say, well, the seller's they're not going to pay all of this. But what we do, we emphasize how much the buyer's paying here. Look at this. And you're going to include this up here too. See, this is not included in this because they're financing it. And we're also going to include the prepaid items here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to include this. So we're going to add this 5,000 right here. And then we're going to add 10,468. And then we're going to add 4,500 right there. Are they paying this up here? This up front? No, not up front. Will they pay it? They'll pay more than that. They're going to pay 6%. So we need to include that in their actual cost that we're going to show to the seller's representative right here. So we're going to do that, and we're going to get them in for the minimum. It's going to be $10,500 right here. We just narrowed it down here, and we got to get the seller to pay these costs. So how do we do that? Well, you have to take out that commission already. So that seller concession is $15,000, but they're going to say, I'm not going to pay that. But you're going to go in here and you're going to break this down for them. Look at here. We're paying $5,000 right here, my buyer. And we're also paying another $10,000 down here. So that's $15,000 right here. All right. And then we're paying another $4,500 in prepaid items. So another $5,000. My buyer, besides their down payment, is having to pay $20,000 to buy this house. There you go. My buyer is having to pay $20,000 here to buy this house. And there it is. We're asking you to pay less, $15,000, so that we both can get this house sold. Does that make sense? Now, you're going to come in with the contract. This tool is available to you. Go to textcatcher.com, and you can use this forever for free. There's no cost to it. Let me see if I can get here. Now, what about the wording of the contract? Because they're going to say, you're going to ask them to pay the $15,000, and you're going to put your agency fee in here, but you're going to put every cost in the contract. And in the middle right here, you're going to put agency fees. You see? Seller to pay up not to exceed, and we're going to put $15,000, any cost of the buyer's choosing, included but not limited to closing costs, prepaid item, agency fees, lender fees, closing and title fees. And we put the closing where we want to close, but that doesn't matter. But you continue on, you go down that list and you add them all in here. You're going to add all these fees and show them that the buyer is paying more than they are. And to be fair, we're asking you to pay $15,000 on a $300,000 home. And so there's the fees, but that agency fee is put in the middle. And agency fees, and then you explain to the closer, I have an agency fee and the seller's going to pay this out of their $15,000. Does that make sense? Go to textcatcher.com and get the tool, and then you can make this up, but you need to list all these fees that you're asking the seller to pay, and then the agency fees. And the other agent probably will skip over that, but you've earned it. You brought the buyer. You're the most valuable player right here. Okay, so that's number one. We're going to show you, we have shown you how to make more money off the sales that you do get. So you make another $6,000. Will that help? Yes, it will help. So that is promise number one kept, at least on paper. You have to do the work, and you have to be courageous. It's getting tough. You're going to have to say, look, gas is expensive. My time, I've got things, and I'm going to give you my valuable time. So I have to have a commitment from you. Please sign this buyer's agreement. They will. They will. And remember the wording. Just couch it right in the middle, right here, and you'll get these accepted more times than not. Okay, so that's number one. All right, so what do we do now? We said that we have another avenue of gaining business. Well, when things are down and they don't want to pay a commission, many people will turn to for sale by owner. Okay, so what do we do with that? Oh, yeah. You go, you say, I'll be willing to do a market analysis for you, and so forth. Now, I want to show you something here that you're going to be able to offer them. And I want you to try this right now. You're going to offer them a rider for their buy owner sign. And it's going to text, and they're going to have their own code. You're going to be able to enter this. This is a program that I have. Now, it costs a little bit, we said, but you can use some of this free. And I gave you the other one free, how to do that. So this can be free too, but you can offer it exclusively to them and get leads off of that and get paid. But you'll get leads off of it anyway. So you have to get this rider here and text P, those are zeros, 0001 to 970 info now. That's 463-6669. Why don't you do that right now? And you'll see how it works. And you're going to show them. You walk up to their door, and you can even bring this rider. Say, look, we offer this free of charge, and here's what's going to happen. You're going to have a beautiful website. You know how many homes is going to be on it? One. You know whose home that is? Yours. We're not like the MLS where they can go in and get 5,000 properties shown to them. Nope. They're going to get instant information. You know who your best prospect is? It's the drive-by. Why? They've already bought the outside. They bought your neighborhood. They would consider living here. Nobody, well, I guess most people would not call them something they're not interested in, at least the outside. Does that make sense? So I'm going to take you to this website. You're going to offer them another service too. They may have, how did you price your home? Well, would you like one of the best pricing tools ever that you can just check it with that? So you're going to offer them this, and you're going to give them this is free, and that's going to build goodwill. You're going to be in contact with them. Did you follow up on it? And guess who else is going to get those leads? You are. Does that make sense? You're making money off of something that you did not list. Does that sound good? Does that sound like a good idea? It does to me. And if it doesn't to you, well, maybe you're in the wrong business, or maybe I am. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder about that. Maybe. So anyway, this marketing is not easy, is it? All right. So we're going to go. We got the wording there. So we're going to go now. I'm going to take you to freeusfisbo.com. And that's a HTTPS, and that means it's secure, free, usfisbo.com. And guess who it's mainly for? FSBOs. Huh? Imagine that. Oh. So right here, helping buy owners sell their homes since 2008. Free home appraisal. Click here to see how much your home is worth. Boom. They're going to enter their address right here. And then it's going to record that address. It can be from anywhere, but mainly in your city. If you do this, you'll get the leads there. Free US. This comes along with our program. And this truly will give them the best estimate because they can actually make adjustments. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do my own. I got a small home here. We got 5620 Grade Road. All right. Grade Road is, I didn't know there was Polk. It's Polk Salad Annie. So there it is. It shows up right there. And get my home value. We're calculating it, Bubba. All right, so it's 147 to now. What you can do is make adjustments. I've got, we got patios and we got all kind of stuff. So you can go over here and add this here, and it's going to make the adjustments up here. They can do this. So this home is worth about 200,000 location. We got a good location there too. So anyway, you make adjustments. If they got a pool, you give them half value. If it costs 30,000, well, you give them 15 right here. You see how that works? So anyway, here's your new adjusted valuation up here at 189. That's more like it. Landscaping, rest of it. Interior, you got some special stuff. Exterior, brick. So you know how to do this. But what happens is this address goes to you as well. And the inquiry was made at 5620 Grade Road. Huh. And it goes to you. And you go to search people free, and you put this address in. And that'll give you the owner. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Okay, so you're giving them a couple of options here. Well, how'd you price your home? Would you like one of the best pricing tools there is? And you just give them this. Go to freeusfisbo.com. And if you're with us, then we'll forward that to you. And if somebody from your area searches here, then you'll get that lead if you're in our program. That's another way. That's number two, working those for sale by owners. Does that make sense? And the same thing happens with your own listing. See, you put this rider on your own listing. The one I showed you there, make the adjustment, how the sign works. So let me just play you this video and this will make sense.
Looking for and selling a home can be frustrating. The internet highway is crowded. Why not try the easy way? The road in front of your home is not crowded. The very best prospect is the drive-by. Why? They have already bought the outside. Let them look at the inside without cleaning up or setting an appointment. They are looking now. Give them what they want. A beautiful tour of your home right now without talking to a salesman. You then capture their cell phone. It is sent to you for follow-up. Best of all, with one listing only and free US FSBO, it is absolutely free.
Okay. So let's stop our share. By the way, that voice that you heard, which is much better than mine, is the voice of Fiverr. Have you ever heard of Fiverr? That's where you can hire these people from all over the world to do computer work for you, all kind of work. Big company, international, but this is their spokesman. And I got him to do my voiceover. So I heard him on the commercial the other night. Didn't text him. I said, "Is that you?" He said, "Sure is." So that was quite an honor to be chosen out of all the voiceovers that Fiverr has. They got many, 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 and he was chosen. And so I'll just give you his name. It's crazy. I think he used to work at Comedy Barn or something. It's Dummy Man. Maybe he can talk real good, but he's not too small. I don't know, but that's his name, Dummy Man. You can, if you need a voiceover for videos, you can go to him. Now I'm going to give you number 4 too. That if you go to textcatcher.com, this is bonus. I offered 3. This is bonus. This is 4. At the bottom of the page, bottom of the homepage at textcatcher.com, and you're going to see the things that we offered here listed there too. And we'll give you some free goodies and help you all the way. The knowledge will be worth a little bit, I think. So go to textcatcher.com right at the bottom. And once you get a listing, you can put the basics in there, and this will write you the best ad that you've ever seen. And you can modify it. You can put in the basics. It's got this many square foot, write me an ad, and be sure to check persuasive. See, it gives you a style. It can be just normal, and that's just 3 bedroom, 2 bed. This will give you a beautiful description of your property. Then you say, well, I want to add this feature. Now, this is up to you. You know your market, you know your area. So that feature could be safety. It could be luxury, whatever it is. Young people, energy, vibrant community. You put that in there and you see what you get. It's amazing. It's amazing. You'll be the best ad writer. Edgar Allan Poe couldn't touch you as far as ad writing. Geoffrey Chaucer. That movie, Knight's Tale, that was a good one, wasn't it? Okay, we watched that, my wife and I, recently. So we're getting off the topic. So I've shown you 3 different ways, actually 4. You're going to write better ads. Got a bonus, only promise 3. Watch this video again. Go to textcatcher.com, download that, learn how to use that tool. Use your agency agreement that you haven't been using. I know, but you got to do the work up front. If there's less people to sell to, you got to make more off of each person to sustain your way of living. Isn't that true? I think it is. And so why exert twice as much effort to get another prospect when you can make more of the prospect you have and those that you don't have? You get that sign in the buy owner, you're going to get free leads. You didn't build that house. You didn't list that house. You just provide them some good services, and then you build goodwill and you may list that house. I hope all of this makes sense to you. So even though real estate is down, take these techniques, these things that I've offered, and your real estate can actually be up. Thank you for watching this video. And as usual, for those about to sell, we salute you because it is not easy, but make it easier. Thank you.